Hi there folks, Citizen Max here again, and today I want to talk about a very confusing subject, or it's confusing for many people. That is the subject of what makes up a triad and the main chords in any key. Why are they confused, these two subjects? Because one of them talks about 1, 3 and 5, the other talks about 1, 4 and 5. So pretty understandable that they can be a little bit confused. This is going to be a very quick video. If you need any more background information, look at my other videos on triads and on chord construction and on keys, harmonized major scale, etc. But I just want to point out the basic difference at this point of confusion. So 1, 3 and 5 refers to the degrees of any major or minor scale. And the first degree, the third degree and the fifth degree of any major or minor scale will make up a major or minor triad respectively. So for instance, if you got the scale of C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, ending on C, the octave, then the first note is C, third note is E, and the fourth note is G. So the C, E and G are the notes that make up the triad of C major. If you wanted to do the minor, it would be very similar, except you'd have an E flat in there instead, because E flat is in C minor. That's the third note in C minor. So the 1, 3 and 5, as I said, are the degrees of a scale which you extract from the scale to make up a triad. What's 1, 4 and 5? 1, 4 and 5 refers to the main chords in any key. The chords which comprise many pop songs and sometimes no more chords. Many often you have a three-chord song, classic three-chord song, whether it's in old folk songs, in pop songs, in punk songs. Three-chord songs are often the greatest and the most melodic and most popular songs ever. What are those chords? Well, this time you take a chord, and they're all major chords, and you take the scale, say it's G major scale, and so the one chord is G major, that's built on the tonic G. The 4 chord is built on the fourth note of the scale, so that's G, A, B, C, and then the 5th chord is D, one higher, 1 degree in the scale higher. Now, inasmuch as you're going through the scale in both cases to extract these either chords or notes, that's where the confusion lies. But don't forget that what we're talking about now is they're all chords, and each chord is made up of a 1, 3 and 5 itself, but they're just what chords go along which harmonize with the degree of the scale that you're on. So the 1, 4 and 5 chords are G major, C major and D major in the key of G. In the key of E, for instance, it would be E, and then it would be G sharp, and then it would be B. All majors. Don't forget, normally when we talk about the 1, 4 and 5, they're all majors. And also in notation, you usually use Roman numerals to indicate this. And by the way, as a side point, Nashville session musicians use this system along with the other chords in a scale, which are the chords built on the 2nd, 3rd and 6th and 7th notes of the scale, rather than talk about individual chords. But that's a side point. So again, just to recap very briefly, 1, 3 and 5 refers to the notes that make up a triad, which is the basic building block of any chord. In itself, it's enough to be called a chord, but sometimes you add other notes to it to make an extended chord, or sometimes the notes are repeated. But 1, 3 and 5 is the minimum you need for a triad. And that is the makeup of a chord. Whereas 1, 4 and 5, as I say, are the chords that accompany the 1st, 4th and 5th degree of each scale, and they are the most popular chords in any key. As I say, if you want to learn more about the harmonised major scale, which goes through the whole scale, and what chords go on each degree of the scale, then check out my video on harmonised major scale. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope that's cleared up any confusion, and keep on listening. And if you like this video, like it. And why not subscribe? Why not? Hey, you never know. You might get another decent video. And in addition, click on the bell, which means you'll get notification of any new videos that I put out. Okay, thanks again. I'm Citizen Max, and good night.